Welcome back, everyone, to our 31st episode of Couples Coverage. We're back.
You just hijacked this podcast. You started off the intro, but you did great. Well, you're...
I thought you were about to shake my hand.
No, I was about to say...
I thought you were going to say, like, good job.
Good job with that. I'm Nicholas Moriano. That's Stephanie Abonce, the host of Couples Coverage for episode 31. What's up, baby?
Yeah, that felt weird. I was kidding at first that I was going to just do the intro, but then I just went with it.
And I just let you... I mean, it was great.
Okay, thank you. Welcome back. So, sad news. Are we going to say what happened to us? What happened to us?
No, we'll leave that a secret.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I do feel like we should try our little thing. We're going to bring the energy.
Oh, we're gonna close our eyes and then okay.
See if we can
we're
clap.
both closing and everyone's watching. Who's watching?
We have to clap at the same time.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes already.
You just have to feel it though.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I just stopped. I thought we were just gonna do it once. We were close.
Did you try to feel it out though?
I was trying to feel. I'm like, okay, you're probably gonna go right now.
I just feel like you were like that's how you were clapping, and I was like doing it quick. Wait, we could try again. Hold on. Ready?
All right, we're trying this again for the audio listeners. We're gonna try to clap at the same time. Both of our eyes are closed.
We did it.
I felt the energy.
Okay, good.
Felt the energy. All right, we're ready to go.
Oh shoot, I have my outline over here.
You have your outline. Okay. Have the iPad. But we're gonna in this episode 30. Well, first let's start off things right here. Please subscribe to Couples Coverage on YouTube. It helps us out. So find the YouTube, our channel, Couples Coverage. Subscribe, like, comment, share our channel with a friend, and then also if you're an audio listener, that clapping may have been a little weird for you, but you can also subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and really anywhere you listen to your podcast. And of course, we're also on social media, so Instagram and TikTok. Just look up the username Couples Coverage and you'll find us there.
And our little logo.
Shout out to Joey.
Shout out to Joey.
In this episode, we have some summer bucket list items that we would like to cross off in 2024. But before we get to that, I know we have some other items and updates that we want to get to. Items, I think I'm just bucket list items. But we have some updates.
We have some updates. So if you guys watched our last podcast, you would know that we ended up getting kicked out of our hotel. And just go watch that episode if you haven't. But point is, we got kicked out of our hotel, and it was because we left the dog that we were going to dog sit, Mabel, unattended, and we didn't know that she couldn't be left alone, basically. And she was left alone for less than an hour, and we got kicked out. No refund, and we were like an hour away from home. So our update is that I said I was going to call this hotel, and I did. But unfortunately, like, I couldn't get a hold of the manager because when I called, he wasn't in. And then they said, just call back Monday or call back like a couple days later. And then he just ended up calling you back.
He did. And he called me while I was on my way to work. And he answered. Or no. I guess I picked up the phone. But he has a very similar and slightly annoying kind of way he answers the phone. But he basically was saying, well, that you had called and wanted to express...
Explain what happened, I guess.
Yeah, explain what happened. And so there's a couple of things with this. Like you just explained, you can't leave the dog unattended. That is on the hotel's website. Did not know that. We've never brought a dog to a hotel before, so that was our first time. But one of the other things that he had said is that you need to register the dog. I looked at the website. Actually, while I was driving, I know you don't like this, I was looking at the website. Had it pulled up to see like, oh, where does it say to register your dog, when you're checking in? It doesn't say it. So I kind of fought him on that. I'm like, well, when we were checking in the lobby area, the receptionist clearly saw the 10-pound poodle that Mabel is. and she was like sniffing one of the other hotel guests that was at checking out at the time. So
she's a multi-poo though.
A multi-poo poodle mix.
I mean, she's got poodle in her.
Okay,
but...
so she's got a bunch of things going. But the point is, like, we were never told to register Maple at any point. And apparently the manager was like, well, if you look around, it says it on there. All right, some minor technical difficulties, but to continue with the update, manager didn't tell me anything about registering your dog, and no one was looking anywhere in the hotel. No one would have thought to look for that, especially if you were a first time, you're bringing a dog to a hotel for the first time. It was it was dumb. So that was one thing we talked about in the phone call.
Just very poorly managed place.
Yeah.
And it should have been a red flag to us because he was already arguing with someone else in the lobby while we were there. So
I almost forgot about that. Yeah.
We should have taken that as a red flag. But anyways, these updates are just because we find it funny now. Mm-hmm. I mean, I find it funny, but I know you lost something very important to you. I'm kidding.
Well, okay. So another thing, because I had to go back to the hotel really quickly and I had to get everything out before they were going to call animal control on Mabel. I just kind of got all the belongings that I thought were in the hotel room and went off so I can get back to the wedding. But I ended up forgetting. And I didn't even need to bring these shorts. And I think about it now. Like, I put them in the drawer. Kind of like, oh, this would be nice to, so they don't get wrinkled. I'll put them in the drawer. And the next day I'll get them. And then, so I forgot those. And those were free. Bird Dog. If you ever want to give me another pair of free shorts, I'll take them. They're gone now. And also a pair of your sandals.
Actually, that makes me feel a little bit better. I didn't know you got these shorts for free. Like, yes, they're nice shorts, but I didn't know you got them for free. So it makes me feel a little bit better about the situation. But hold on. So I called and asked about these items and they said, well, the room hasn't been cleaned yet. So housekeeping hasn't brought anything back to us. Just call back in a couple of days or something. And then I think we got a little bit busy, but we did call like a week later, like, hey, we're just calling about some items that were left in the room. Like, you were willing to drive an hour to go get the stuff that you left behind.
I was ready.
And just a little cherry on top that they threw everything out.
I called him and asked, like, hey, do you have any of these things? He's like, let me go check. 15 seconds later, nope, there's nothing in the lost and found. Usually we tell our, customers, I guess, to come by early, 2 to 3 days. Like, come on, man. Like, one, you called and they hadn't cleaned the room yet, so... And we were joking, like, this man's probably wearing my shorts and wearing your sandals as he's talking to us.
It's like, no, they're not here, as he's wearing them.
But yeah,
it's like me. I'm wearing your shorts right now.
You are wearing
Good thing this podcast, I mean, obviously we did it on purpose, but sometimes I'm just comfy on the bottom.
I just don't even wear pants on the bottom.
Yeah, right.
I wear shorts. No, yeah, you're wearing my Iowa Hawkeyes basketball shorts. Those things are probably, I've had those since high school.
Did you really?
Yep.
I just saw him wearing basketball shorts the other day, and I was like, do you have another pair? Because that just looks so comfy. And I've been wearing them for the past 2 days.
I remember where I got them from, Finish Line, and I knew I was going to Iowa, so I'm like, let me get these basketball shorts. But now that those are kind of big and baggy, and again, that was kind of the style a little bit back then, but they were still big on me, and I was smaller then. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Aw. Well, they're comfy. I'm definitely swimming in them. I have to fold them a million times, but
they are comfy. They're very comfy shorts.
They're very comfy. All right, so
that was the update on the hotel.
That was the update. Also, a funny update. You might have seen it on Nick's social media if you follow him already. But I was sitting on the couch, and my sister-in-law ended up getting her wedding pictures back, and she's like, "Is this Nick?" As he was getting the call, and she sent me a picture of you on the phone, and I was just laughing because I was like, what are the chances that this phone call got caught on camera? So we're gonna insert that here and let in case you haven't seen it yet. But
literally, it's all on my social media now. It's my profile
you
picture.
made it your profile picture, which I thought was so funny.
On everything. It's just me answering the phone. It's a pretty cool picture. Not gonna lie. I'm wearing the sunglasses, in the suit, and it just so happens that. But like the funny thing, the context is like, that's me getting the phone call from the hotel saying, "Hey, we're kicking you out, and we're gonna call animal control." And that's where I'm probably just staying composed until it goes south.
It's funny looking back. We're gonna move on from this situation. We're gonna close this chapter, but it was just funny looking back because I would have not known from the way you were talking. Like, okay,
that's true. I kept it
okay,
calm.
gotcha. And then I was like, what'd they say? Well, we're getting kicked out.
Well, too,
I was like, what?
I didn't want to freak anybody out. You know, it was like minutes before everything was basically happening. Yeah. So it's like,
let me stay calm.
I'll handle this. I'll figure it out. And we did. We figured it
out. Anyways, all for your couples coverage entertainment.
Yeah.
Funny story.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, moving along. So we had Memorial Day weekend. So hopefully everyone had a nice long weekend. And unfortunately, we didn't get like the best weather. Our pool finally opened up in our hotel. What is this called?
We are in an apartment complex.
My brain's not working right now. I keep dropping my
iPad. That is called an iPad. I'm your boyfriend. There's a dog under there. Oh yeah, Brady's here. We didn't even say that. We were watching Mabel, and Brady is back. He's just underneath the couples coverage couch, just being a Brady.
I'm dying. I don't know why I can't think straight right now. It's not even that late. It's like 9 or 8. It's actually literally about to be 9 in 1 minute.
Yep.
Yeah, my brain's just not working. But anyways, so we went to a White Sox game.
What are you laughing at? Got the giggles at 9 p.m.
I just feel like it's gonna keep happening. Like I'm not gonna be able to talk. I'm gonna be stuttering. Okay. I'm sorry.
Memorial Day. We
went to a White Sox game.
We did. Our first baseball game of the season. Also your sisters.
Yes, my sisters went with us. And it was their first time going to a professional baseball game. So that was really cool. And honestly, I'm kind of proud because they were able to pick up on what was going on a lot quicker than I was. Like I was telling you, till this day, well, actually, now that we play softball, I'm a little bit more familiar with what's going on. Mm-hmm. Like to me, baseball seems so confusing, and like the terminology, I'm just like, what does that mean? Like gave up 2 runs. I'm like, just tell me like good, bad. Like I don't know.
Thumbs down.
Yeah. But yeah, now that I played softball, I can catch on a little bit more. But my sister was able to like actually explain it to my other sister, and I'm like, good for you, because I'm still kind of lost sometimes.
Yeah, and well, maybe it doesn't help when it's such a boring game, and the White Sox are a boring team that don't score many runs or do anything exciting. So maybe you can kind of get like lost in, kind of what's happening there. But we end up seeing 1 home run, and they have the fireworks go off, the little spinny wheelie things.
I'm glad they got to at least see one of them, because I'm like, that's the most exciting part of a game is like when there's a home run.
Or when they
your little yawning
I know
face.
I'm like yawning here. Or when they have on the big jumbotron all the little
keep your eye on the ball, and then it like goes in between
under
all
hats, and then they're like mixing and matching. And then we were cheering for the Italian beefs,
juicy or beefy or whatever it was,
cheesy or something like that. So yeah, I felt like that was almost like the highlight. those little videos on the jumbotron. I did get a foot-long Comiskey dog, which was not the best choice, because like everyone was buying these foot-long hot dogs, and it's a Chicago-style dog, and it's like you look at the prices, and the prices are insane.
Can we talk about that for 1 second?
We can.
Chicago-style dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan. Am I gonna get canceled?
You're gonna get canceled. Yep.
Like a hot dog would taste so dry to me without ketchup.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
eating a hot dog without ketchup. I'm sorry. Am I gonna get canceled?
Yep. You're done. This show's over with.
You put ketchup on your hot dogs at home.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't.
Lie to people.
Mustard. I think I've done it maybe a couple times, but I'm so used to mustard now. It has to be mustard.
So we're lying on the podcast now.
You just don't want to get canceled on the podcast.
Wait, is a Chicago style dog, like, is that just not acceptable in public when you're at a stadium?
Yeah, no, it's not acceptable at all.
Oh, at all? Even at home?
I guess you can get away with it at home, but like here, this is what I want to get the exact ingredients. I should know this by heart, but the hot dog is a Windy City classic and a big favorite with sports fans. The frank must be all beef, the bun must be poppy seed, and the ingredients must be piled onto the bun in the order specified. And whatever you do, don't spoil this. Okay, wait, no, I just want the... It's basically mustard, sweet green pickle relish, chopped onion, tomato wedges, 1 dill pickle, 2 sport peppers, and a dash of celery salt.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, I feel like if that's a Chicago style dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're already not doing one of those things, it's already not a Chicago style dog. So you might as well just put some ketchup on there.
I can't believe we're doing this on this podcast right now. I just didn't like the hot dog because it was a foot long. It was perfect with the ingredients that it had, with nothing else added, and it was just impossible to eat. Like, it's a foot long. You have to kind of, rotate, and like
it's what we were watching where it says keep, like, if you're eating a taco, the taco is still, and your head gets tilted.
Your head tilts, yeah. But this was just not working. The bun did not hold the weight of the foot long wiener. And I just couldn't. I mean, I ate it, but it was like falling apart on me.
And someone was flirting with you?
No, someone was also interested in my
no. Some
Chicago
girl was
style
like,
hot dog.
I don't even like pickles, and that looks delicious.
So they like the hot dog.
She was trying to flirt with you. I'm kidding.
I wonder if she ended up getting one and had the same exact issue I did, and everybody who got it.
Yeah.
I should have just gotten 2 Chicago-style classic dogs. That would have been easier to eat, but more expensive. And it would have just piled onto, like, the, $6.99 Diet Coke that you got? Or $7.99, however much it is.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
$6.99 for one drink.
One.
It makes me so mad, but it's like, you can't even do anything.
No, they know.
You can't do anything about it.
Like, you're going to go to a crappy White Sox game and not get anything to eat? How else are you going to be entertained?
I went to a concert once at Allstate Arena, and I paid $9 for a water bottle. That's insane. And then they don't even give you the water bottle. They had to pour it into a cup. I'm like, ugh, like, I hate it because I wanted to take it with me afterwards because, like, I can't just chug a whole water bottle. I was going to slip it and, like, close it and stuff. But no, they gave it to you in a cup.
That is what? That is crazy. They don't even give you a water bottle?
Maybe because, like, people just leave water bottles everywhere. But then you could also just leave a cup everywhere. I don't know. I don't know what their reasoning is. I just know that I felt so ripped off.
That's insane and dumb. But
it is what it is. You can't take anything in.
Yeah, that's how they do it at stadiums. And, people are going to buy their stuff. So, and we did.
Yeah. We were talking about there's like a chocolate shake, right? That people want to try at the stadium. And like I didn't see anyone have it.
I wonder if they sell it on the lower levels. We were sitting up high because we were going to spend a lot of money to go see the White Sox. But I wonder if it's like in the more popular areas of the stadium because that is the best thing that team has going for them right now. Is
chocolate shake.
Delicious looking chocolate shake.
Yeah.
Maybe it's probably like $20 or something like that.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's probably like 12 to 16.
Hey, if it's worth it, whatever.
Yeah, true.
But like, yeah, $7 for one Diet Coke. I'm like, there's nothing special about this Diet Coke. It's just overpriced. But yeah, anyway, so that's what we did. And I guess it kind of goes into like our theme a little bit with like summer activities and summer bucket list items that we have. And I know like we've shared a little bit with each other, but I don't know exactly like what your list looks like now.
Yeah, my list is always changing, evergreen. But before we get to our bucket list 2024 summer items, we're going to have a little break time here and tell everybody about OWYN, which stands for Only What You Need. If you've watched the Couples Coverage Podcast, now episode 31, you know we always talk about OWYN and how great their protein shakes are. I have the Elite Protein Shake right in my hand. 32 grams of protein, 100% vegan, plant-based, no net carbs, and they come in a bunch of different flavors. This is, the no nut buttercup. You have chocolate, you have vanilla, you have so many other ones, and there's also different types of shakes as well. Like that's the Elite. There's also the double shot, which gives you your caffeine, and then 20 grams of protein. So you can do that. Those pre-made shakes are very convenient. But also if you're someone who likes to mix it with like the powder and then add in your own ingredients, OWYN has that as well on their website. Just a bunch of great products, but you can go to liveowyn.com, stock up your cart, and then if you use the promo code COUPLEGOALS, you can save 15% off your first purchase. And when you do that, some of that comes back to us at Couples Coverage. So we'd appreciate it if you check out OWYN, check out their great products, use that promo code COUPLEGOALS, and help us out. But that's OWYN. Check them out.
Thanks, OWYN. Did I miss my cue?
I was waiting for it.
Sorry, I thought Brady was going to come out for a second.
I did hear his collar.
Hey, Brady. Brady boy.
Nope.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day he'll make an appearance. Or it's his second appearance. Well, he's made... I don't know. Has he made another... He's made a couple appearances on the podcast.
I think he's been like sometimes on his bed, but once he discovered he can fit under the couch, that's been his go-to spot.
I wonder how he discovered that. He's always been on his bed, and then he just somehow realized, wait, I'm big, but I'm not that big. I could still fit under this couch that sits kind of low.
I don't even necessarily think he like super fits under there. I think he just likes to be kind of like squished a little bit.
Squished and covered. Weird dog. Let's get to our bucket list items.
Yeah, let's get to our bucket list items. But before we do that, actually, something that we were talking about earlier, which is like a big thing on people's summer bucket lists, are music festivals. And neither of us have it on our list. But I just kind of wanted to like talk about it a little bit because I've never been to one. You've never been to one. I'm surprised neither of us have. And talking to people, like actually my coworker, like she says she's worked so many different festivals. They all love going to specific ones. And I'm just like, I don't know why. I've never been.
Yeah, it's not that I like super opposed to them. I think like... You know, if I probably was offered back when I was like, you know, back in college and stuff. Like Lollapalooza is obviously a huge one in Chicago that, you know, a lot of people go to. I feel like most people I know have honestly been to Lollapalooza. But go ahead.
Sorry. Have we like missed the ship though? Because now I see lots of videos of people are like getting or like POV getting ready for your last like EDM festival or whatever, and it's like they know you're like reaching a certain age where it's like, okay, this is gonna be my last one, right? And if I were to have done music festivals, I feel like I probably would have done it in like years like prior, but right now I'm just like, I don't know if I can see myself doing it, even though like I have friends who do and they still look like they have fun, or like people on social media.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the ship has sailed. I wouldn't say that, but it doesn't sound as appealing right now. To start now, to be completely honest. Unless you got a big group of friends and you're like, "Hey, let's do this music festival. We're gonna get drinks. We're gonna make it a whole thing." I don't know. I just don't feel like that's my type of crowd right now because maybe because I am older, but I just don't feel like it's, I don't know. I just see a whole bunch of videos and stuff where, to me, it seems like people don't know how to handle their alcohol. And if you're in a very clustered environment, that would just irritate the hell out of me. So I don't know if that's like the best spot for me to be in. If I'm not at that level, right? I feel like a lot of people go to a certain level when they go to these things because they're not drinking water all day. You're drinking vodka and like, you know, you're trying to hide it in whatever like pouches you can. You're trying to get as much alcohol in you before going to this event so you can have a good time.
Yeah, I feel like I would have a good time, but I think just the idea of it always kind of stops me because I don't think I do too well in large crowds like that. Like I always get very nervous if there's any sort of like confrontation. I think I've talked about it before where I just don't like putting myself in a place where like I'm going to feel uncomfortable if someone is like either like starting drama or whatever it is. Like I just don't like it. And like with big crowds, there's going to be all types of people there. And I know some festivals are very like all about like being like united and inclusion, and people are very like friendly and stuff. And I like that, but yeah, I guess it depends what type. Also like I do love music, but there's no one right now at least that I feel like I need to go see. And I think that's part of the big reason why people go is when they have someone that they really, really want to see, or like they have like a nice lineup of people or whatever. But I just don't know. I don't know. Like sometimes I love songs and I don't know who sings them. I just like them.
That's pretty funny. No, I get that. Like, I think there's a bunch, like we'll listen to my Spotify playlist. It's the same like songs the entire time, but it could be, I can keep adding to that list. I don't need to keep hearing the same things. Just I'm used to it. So I guess if I'm going to a music festival and they're just having a bunch of, maybe some people that I do know, but a bunch of random people, I don't know if that's actually, it could be fun if it's like, if it is EDM or something like that, where, you know, it's not
really. You're good at EDM?
I think I would.
Can I tell you something funny?
You can. You've been to an EDM concert.
No, I've never been to an EDM concert, but this is like so cringy to me now, but for a second I talked to a guy who was into EDM and did the gloving.
The what?
Have you ever seen the gloving? People who do like
what is gloving?
I think that's what it's called. They give you like a light show. I don't know. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? What do you mean they give you a light show?
Well, I'm gonna just have to like show you what it means after this, but maybe put like we insert like a clip or a video or a picture.
You just love adding work for me in the editing process, don't you?
I could do it.
No. Okay. Gloving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
It's like literally gloves with lights on them, and then people do like finger stuff, and they do like a light show.
I think I know what you're talking about now that you're kind of like talking about. They're giving me like these medical terms, whatever. But you dated a guy who wanted a glove for you? He was going to be like, hey, look at this. This is so, you ready to be impressed? Gloving. Look at me. Look at me go. For the audio listeners, I'm gloving right now on the podcast. In the dark, though. And
yeah, it's in the dark.
Oh, so that's what makes it really cool when you can glove and do all this weird crap. So you're into guys who glove, huh?
Why, are you gonna glove for me?
Maybe. I'll learn how to glove for you. How do we get to gloving?
I don't know how we got to gloving. EDM festivals. Anyways, moving on from festivals.
Oh yeah.
Glad everyone has a fun time when they go. We've still never been, and who knows? Maybe we'll go one day, maybe not. We're open, but it was for like a second. But honestly, that part like super cringed me out. So I wasn't into that.
Maybe his next person that he was talking to was really into the gloving.
Stop.
Okay. Summer bucket list items. Is that where we're at now?
Yeah, summer bucket list items
for 2024.
Woo!
Go
to the beach.
Go to the beach. I want to go to the beach. Not really though. If I'm gonna go to the beach, it would be like in Florida. I don't think I ever really have the desire to go to like Chicago's beach.
Chicago's beach, no, but like we live next to some nice, like very close to some nice beaches. They're just really expensive. Oh my gosh, last year we tried to go to one and I forget what it was, but like there was like toxicity in the water, so you couldn't get in, and they still charged you like $30 per person just to go sit on the sand. I'm like, okay, cool.
That's dumb. I can go glove instead of paying $30. I'm gonna find this guy.
Actually, I'll show you.
Oh,
I'll show you.
Can we insert that picture right here?
No, because guess what? I found he had a YouTube channel where he did gloving.
That's big.
Oh yeah. So, okay, actually on my bucket list is we've been super into pickleball.
Yep.
Comment down below if you like pickleball or if you hate it. I know people who play tennis sometimes get very like critical of people who play pickleball, but it's like, okay, not all of us. It's a lot easier to play pickleball than it is to play tennis. Tennis is very hard. So this is a very like friendly, like very inclusive sport. And we've just gotten really into it these past couple of years. And I was telling you that I need to play some other people because, no offense, but it's not always that fun to play with you because you just have me running all over the court. And I just can't. I can't.
Because I'm putting spin on the ball and like I'm trying to win. Like
yes,
I'm not gonna keep hitting it to
I wish
you.
there was a little bit more like is it volleying?
We could do that, but we always say we're playing.
Yeah, we're playing. I don't want you to take it easy on me. I want you to stop going from one side to the next to the complete other opposite side.
That's the whole point.
I know, but then it's like, okay, you can keep doing
volley. We can like start that. Let's volley, but we never do that. We go right into the game and then.
And then he learned how to put a spin on it, and that's all he does.
It's not all I have to do, but I do enjoy putting spin on the ball. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's oversized ping pong, and I'm pretty good at both. So
you know what? Actually, the part that gets me is not even the running back and forth. It's like having to pick up the ball a million times. That part gets me. Actually, no, yeah, running back and forth. I'm just like, can you stop doing that?
It's good cardio. It's a good workout. So,
because I think I'm pretty good.
I think you've gotten so much better. I remember when you first started.
I feel like I've always been good. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I think you've gotten a lot better.
Okay, I would say that I'm pretty good. Like I feel like I do have good like hand-eye coordination. Like I can catch, I can whatever. Like I can play. Even when we played table tennis, like I feel like I'm pretty good. It's just playing against you. And I'm just like I feel like I'm not, and I literally lose every single game.
You're definitely, especially at ping pong. You can hold your own in ping pong. And then I think what would be cool for us is if you like to further talk about pickleball is like doing like a tournament with friends and being in teams and making a whole day out of it, doing a cookout and then having like a pickleball tournament. That would be pretty fun because I think us two as a team,
we'd be good as a
we'd
team.
Take down anybody who listens to the Couples Coverage podcast.
Oh my gosh, does anyone want to play against us in pickleball? Come hang out. But yes, that's my bucket list item is having a little like tournament with friends. We live next to like a nice park with like a really nice field and it would be nice to have like a cookout and just a nice summer day because all our friends are really into it too.
Yeah.
So
we'll have to
that's on the bucket list. I know I've mentioned it to them, so if you're listening, it's happening this summer.
Let's do it. One of my bucket list items that I thought of would be for us to go dancing somewhere. And like dancing, maybe go to a club. Maybe we can bring the gloving over there too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna stop.
You don't even know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna bring it back. No, but to seriously like go out dancing, and just kind of, we've never actually been. I don't think we've really ever been in a club, us two. You know?
Yeah.
So I think that would be something that's new for us, but we can also learn, how to dance and, do it. Just be in that kind of environment, like,
Have you been to the club before?
Yes, I've been to the club before.
You have?
I guess what is the club? Like everyone says the club. What is the club? Like a club environment? Yeah, like I think I've been to a couple places that are like kind of like that.
Actually, we went to the club.
Where?
We did go to the club.
What club?
Me, you, and Sam.
See, that would be considered a club. Yeah, we were waiting for like that was the EDM. Wasn't that like kind of an EDM?
Yeah, we took Sam. We were trying to go to.
That's my younger brother. For people who don't know,
he wanted to go to an EDM concert, or actually, no, he wanted to see a specific DJ.
Yes.
Yeah. And
at Tao
in Chicago. So Tao in Chicago has like it's like a nice restaurant, but the next door there's like a club, and we did go, but obviously it's not the type of music that we would dance to, like us two. So it would be fun to go to one that has like Hispanic music or just something that we would like, but I don't know. Like I just think it'd be funny. I don't know if I can. I don't know. So it would just be us, right? Not friends.
No, this would be just an us thing. We'd go and...
Which is funny to me. Do people go as a couple to the club?
I was just thinking that. Like, obviously, a lot of people that go are usually single and are looking to find people. We don't need to do that. And we're just going. But I think they do. I think there are people that just go and just kind of... That's their night out.
They like to go for to dance.
To dance, exactly. And enjoy the music and get a couple of drinks. So that would be, I think it would be, I don't know if overwhelming is the right word, but we would need to like ease the tensions and kind of just go into it, right?
I don't know how I would feel in a club environment. Like I think I would have to just go and like see what it feels like, but the thought of it sounds funny.
It does.
Like, I know we would have fun, but I think it would maybe be like, oh, this is so weird. Because I don't know what kind of crowds at the club these days. Is it like...
These days.
Because when you would go, it's like you see people like your age. But that was when I was like 19, 20, 21. I don't know how old I was. Not that I was clubbing a lot, but the few, like the couple of times that I've gone, it's like people...
Clubbing.
Huh?
Clubbing?
No, it's like people our age. So like, if we were to go now, would it just be like, oh, it's just a bunch of like very young?
It depends what time of the night you go at. I feel like earlier. Oh no, I guess that's at bars where the younger crowd has to go in before. Not curfew, but like before like the cops would show up. But if you're of age, obviously you're staying out till whenever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be fun. Well, it's on my bucket list item. So
as long as you take me somewhere nice, take me to a nice club.
We'll go to a nice club. To the club.
You want to dance with me?
I want to dance.
Can you buy me a drink?
I'll buy you multiple drinks. That's mine. What's your second?
Okay. Another one that I want to do is get a boat with friends. And I've been saying this for a couple of years now too. But, should we answer?
No, I will send a text message. But go ahead. Boat?
We're going to put them on. But, yes, get a boat. I obviously living very close to Chicago. Oh, you know what? Living very close to Chicago, there's like if you go, you see there's tons of boats out in the summer, and I've always wanted to do that with friends too, but we do have a pretty big group, and so I've just always wondered like, okay, like we would have to get a pretty big boat to get all of us on there, And then I don't know anyone personally that drives a boat. And so you would also have to like figure out or get a driver for the day. So just little things like that, but that would be really fun. And I think it's because I saw a TikTok a while ago. People just like, they had their music, they had like drinks, and like it was like right before sunset, and it looked so nice. And I just know that we would have a really fun time doing that.
You know, a nice summer day in Chicago, obviously would be probably somewhere near the beach. And I said, I have no desire to do that. But that, going on a boat or renting a boat and just hanging out, you know, in Lake Michigan, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just isolated with the view. You can see the city, the skyline, and have a bunch of drinks, music. You can jump in the water.
I would need like a hot day though.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it can get sometimes cold. But.
It can, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, that would be an awesome experience. And I know you've been definitely mentioning that for a little bit. But you're right. We would kind of need a decent sized boat because, you know, there's a good amount of people I'm sure we'd like to have with us. So, yeah, that would be a fun time.
But another thing actually going with that, one of the coolest dates that we've done is going kayaking.
Yes,
through Chicago at night. And I don't know if it was like the scenic tour, like the architectural tour.
I think so.
I forget what it was exactly, but you get to, you know, like with your little kayak. And did we have separate ones or were we in the same one?
No, we're in the same one.
We were in the same one.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a bonding thing for one of our first dates, because I feel like we were both a little bit like, this is something new to both of us. You actually have to pay attention and go through like the little training in the beginning. And then you have to like be careful and stuff, but you can take your own snacks, and the view was so nice. And I feel like I'll never forget that. And we haven't done it since then.
That was actually, when I was thinking of like my bucket list items, I was going to put that back on there. And then I forgot about it, but you bringing it back up. I'm glad you did.
Didn't I surprise you?
You did surprise me. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, I had no idea. Because one, I had never done it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't like, I couldn't guess it. But it was a lot of fun. And just being like, you don't get to experience that all too often. Like, you're either walking around the city, whatever, but kayaking.
Yeah. And you're with a big group of different, like all the kayakers and stuff. So it does feel really cool. Like a little, like everyone's kind of like united a little bit, because we're all just following the direction. We're all like experiencing it, a lot of us for the first time too. So
yeah, so that's definitely fun. Well, mine is actually going back on land and going to the city, but doing one of those, it would be a bicycle alcohol tour kind of thing, where you're on the bike and you're pedaling, but you're really not contributing to actually going anywhere, but you're also drinking and just, you know, going through the city and just having fun. I've been to just a bunch of different cities where I've definitely seen that. They have them in Chicago, Milwaukee, Nashville, but anywhere I would assume. But like getting a group of friends and doing like a beer tour or whatever it may be, and stopping at different places and maybe getting a couple drinks and then getting back on the bike, like that would be a fun time. And that would be a nice day too. Like ideally it would be a nice day, nice weather, as you're kind of going through the city and people are looking at you. You know, you're just having a fun old time, not even thinking about anything, but just being in the moment. So that would be another bucket list item. I've never done it, but I know you have. Yeah,
I've done it in Nashville for a bachelorette party, and that was really fun. Honestly, that was probably one of my favorite things that we did over there, because you're with a big group, they have music. I feel like everyone's just like excited. Whenever you do something like that, I feel like you always get like attention. So like everyone like will like cheer for you, and you're like driving by or whatever, or paddling by. But that one is really fun, especially if you have like a fun tour guide or like someone who's like really fun, that's like in charge of it. Like that always really makes it too.
I could see that. Yeah, tour guide, whether they're, I feel like there's either two types of tour guides. Someone that's really, they can be very informational and like tell you about like everything that's going on, or one that's just like off the rails, kind of funny, or tries to be funny or is funny, and wants to be really a part of what the group is doing. And but I don't know. That can definitely enhance your experience.
Yeah, I think you would have fun. Also, like when we did it, we got to go through to different bars. Like there was different stops, so you would get dropped off at a bar, and you would go get like the specific shots that were like part of your tour, and everyone would do like a cheers together. Sometimes just your friend group, or like sometimes I feel like you were there with anyone else that was pedaling and stuff. But then you get to try different places that you would normally not stop at.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Because we were able to go to so many different cool, like really cool bars in Nashville that I don't know if I would have like found or gotten the chance to go to. But like that way you hit up so many different spots and try different drinks and stuff. And it's fun. I think it's really fun.
Another added perk. Yeah, I like that because I'm thinking about in Chicago, if you did that, there's so many bars and like little dive spots that you would overlook normally, but if you're like maybe on a tour like that, you're gonna stop here, you're gonna check it out, even if it's for like 10-15 minutes, and then get back on the tour. But that's also a really good addition to it.
Yeah, that's a good one. We'll have to look into it. Okay, another one that I have is
what you got?
I want to do I've seen also people who get like, they'll hire a company that'll come out and like cook for you and your friends or your family and stuff. So instead of like going to a restaurant, they'll like come out and just make the food for you in your own like personal space. And that's always been really cool. It's kind of like a private chef experience, I guess. And the one that I want to do is like hibachi because it always looks so fun. And that's another one that I really want to do, but the ones that I've seen so far is like a very limited amount of people. I think like 12 is the biggest group. And just us being in an apartment, like obviously, like I don't know if we could do that here because I just envision it being outside.
Yeah, I do too.
So I feel like I would love, and like my vision is to do it at my parents' house because they have a really nice garden and they have like the space for it too in their backyard and stuff. So I picture that, but again, like I would want to have a big group, and the ones that I've seen so far are kind of limited, but that would be another cool one that I would want to do.
That'd be fun to do, and you get to eat really good food, watch a show essentially with, I mean, those people are like so talented with all their utensils and like making the sounds and throwing stuff in the air and put it back on the grill or whatever and cooking it. Yeah, it looks awesome. So that would be cool experience. We know a good friend of ours and listener of Couples Coverage, they've actually had that. Rachel and Parker, shout out to you two for getting engaged, and we're seeing all the photos and everything on social media, so congrats to you two.
Congratulations.
But yeah, they've done it before and it looked like a really good time, and it would be a really good time if we were to do it at your parents' house too.
Yeah. But we'll see. I don't know. Again, sounds fun.
And
but
we need to do more research, like how many people can you do and how much would it cost, all that stuff. But it would be pretty cool. Another bucket list item that I do have on my list is to just go back to Starved Rock and do some hiking. We've done some really cool hiking in Colorado and Sedona, and you could still do that here in the Midwest. It's just a little bit different, obviously. But like I've been there a couple of times, and it's always really fun just being in nature, kind of going through these trails and just being outdoors. And I know like we just took our sisters to the baseball game. I know they would love going over there and being, in nature on a hike, get some sun, you're definitely gonna get your steps in and get it. Like honestly, it's definitely a workout too.
No, like you would be exhausted. I mean, the couple of times that I've gone, like I sleep so good that night because you're just like you did so many steps, and obviously it's not like as steep as some like trails can be. It's not the most challenging. Like they're not the most challenging, but because like for us specifically, if we were to go, it's kind of a drive, so like you want to spend most of the day there.
True.
And get as many trails in as you can and like see the whole park. So I think that's why it always gets me when I've gone.
It would be so really tired. Cool if, like, you know, we can take Braid or something like that. And I think you'd actually do fine.
Would he really?
I think so, because I've definitely seen people take their dogs on trails and stuff. And now with that new leash we got him, he'd be a pretty good walker.
Yeah, even when we were in Sedona, some of the people, like, these hikes were like 5 mile, 6 mile. Is that right? Like 6 mile hikes.
Oh yeah, they were. I mean, there were some that were probably longer than that too.
And like then you would see like the dogs at the top. Yeah. It's like they literally made it, and they look. I mean, fine. I don't know if they get carried part of the way, but I'm like, okay, if they can do it, like Brady can 100% do it.
Yeah, no doubt. So that would be really cool. But
that would be so cute.
It would, and I think he'd be fine too, because there's not as much. He doesn't like this, like, I guess I'll call it like city noise, like all these cars. Not I guess sound that's not natural, I guess. Well, actually, he doesn't like rain or thunder either. So now that I think about it, but like there would be less.
It's like we take him and it starts pouring.
Oh my god, that'd be the worst thing. There's less things that would like irritate him.
Yeah.
And if it's just like, I don't know, birds or whatever, he'd be fine. But yeah, on the bucket list for 2024.
I think the last thing that I kind of want to. Oh wait, personal. We have one personal thing that we want to do.
Did you have another one that wasn't personal?
No, that one is actually very personal.
Oh, okay.
But this last one that I want to do is that my dad made me a planter for our patio, and I asked him, and he's so cute, and he like did the whole thing for me, and I was so excited to get it, and finally I was able to bring it over because it didn't fit in your car, and so luckily my sister's coming over for like the baseball game. They were able to bring it for me finally, and now it's sitting out there, and I just need to put some plants in it, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to like have outdoor plants, because so far I've only had indoor plants, and I've gotten good at that, and so now I'm like
ready to take the next
ready
step.
To take it outside. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to see you really get into this, because we have a whole like 50 pounds of dirt. That thing was heavy bringing up the steps here, but you have the dirt, you have the planter. Now you just got to find exactly what you're gonna put in there and see if you have that green thumb.
I feel like I'm overthinking it, because like I don't know anything about like outdoor plants, and my parents, like, they've set the bar super high because they love their outdoor plants.
They do, yeah.
So I just need to like talk to my mom and like tell her like what I should get. Like I want to definitely have like herbs. Like just imagine going out there and I can pick my own like basil or like mint. I just can't wait for that.
Yeah, and it might be here really soon. You just gotta again talk to your parents to see what you wanna put out there. But that's gonna be fun to watch you do that. I guess I have two quick one personal, like I need to get a grill so I can start grilling. Just again, we have this patio deck kind of area, and we really haven't used it, and this is year 2 of being at the apartment, but hopefully getting the planter and getting a grill and a patio set and like maybe a spot for Brady to sit down out there, like that would make it more useful.
Yeah,
like a area that we haven't even really used, we can start using. That's one. But also I've been doing this Big 10K for almost like 10 years. It's getting really close to it. Have not reached my 45-minute goal that I want to try to achieve in the 10K, and I don't probably do the training enough to do it. And I did some training last year, got a worse time than I did the year before, so just got to get on that and start running consistently. Running outside, I think, is a big thing, because running on a treadmill, like doing a mile or two, it's fine, but you need to go for some distance. Yeah. Even though it's only 6.2 miles. It's not the longest thing, but I just need to build up the consistency of running outside, and once I do that, maybe I'll get that 45 minutes.
Can I ask you something?
You can.
Do you actually want that goal? Like, do you actually want to reach that goal?
Yeah, because I've been trying for ever now.
Yeah, but you've been trying for 9 years, and you haven't done like the work to reach it.
I will prioritize like weightlifting or doing other stuff, because I do find running very boring. Running is boring. Is super boring to me. Like I'd rather go
but
play
even
basketball.
if you have like a good playlist, you don't care.
No, it's just running. That's all I'm doing. Like I can run in football, like run a route. In basketball, you're constantly running back and forth on the court. Like I can, if you were to log the miles that you run on a basketball court, it might be the same, but you're doing something. In running, what I do love though is like you're battling yourself. That's really what it is. Like the will to want to keep going, how you breathe, if your legs are cramped, whatever. Like I do love that about it. But the idea of just running.
Do you think you would enjoy it more if you had a new route? Like if you ran through somewhere new and maybe had like just a different something that would make it different for you?
I think the thing that would make it appealing is if there was like honestly like some kind of competition or like a running partner. Either one, and then that would be like that's what motivates me sometimes.
Even though you said you like that it's against you.
Yeah, I like that it's like you have to run against yourself, but if there's someone else, I'm like, I'm gonna beat that person. I'm gonna try to beat that person. If I can't, then I can't. But I don't know. I do feel like that kind of motivates me sometimes, but
yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I know there was one time you told me that I remember you telling me like, I need you to just call me out because like I always think I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I try and you just you don't want to listen to me.
When it comes
you
to
gotta
running?
I mean, even for the running, I'm like, I don't know when your 10K is, but like you bring it up and I'm like, when is it? Oh, it's like a month away. And I'm like, you should have been training if you want to reach this 45-minute thing. Another thing. I'm trying to convince you to get an Awala.
Oh yeah, we can bring this up.
Guys, tell him to get an Awala.
Look at this.
Yes, okay.
This is a stainless steel Gatorade water bottle.
Yes, but it's not doing what you want it to do.
Well, okay. I have a backpack here, and it has the little. It will fit in the backpack. It will fit, but it's got this grip on here, and it doesn't. It will. I swear to God, I cannot get it in there without this makeshift thing I just made. It's a little pouch
with tape on it. Why is it tape on it?
So it stays to the exact size that I want, but I just put
When did you make this?
So this was like actually melon hat. They come with these little melon sleeve things. I have so many of them that I don't need them all. But look at this. So you just crap. That was a good way of why I should maybe return it. But look, so I just put it in here.
But even that to me is like a hassle. Like, why are you? I don't want to do that every time I'm trying to take my water bottle with me somewhere.
And then my backpack right here. And now it will
Guys,
slide
just tell
in.
him to return it. I told him return it because I want him to get an Awala because I carry this thing with me everywhere. Like, this thing has like been okay. I know not to sound dramatic, but I just love the fact that I can toss this around. It's not gonna spill. The way that you drink is like so satisfying to me.
It's got like a built-in straw.
It's got like a built-in straw. You don't have to tilt your head, and like you could also like take a full chug if you want to, but you don't have to. You can just take a little sip. And if it's in your sleeve, you can take it with you. Because he was like, well, this water bottle, I can carry it like this. I'm like, you can do that with this one too.
You know, so I have the same, like, it's, like, I think
you just like to fight me. You just want to go against what I'm saying because
Awala is a good brand. Like, it's a great brand.
You got this for me.
I did. That's because it's really good water bottle. But there is something about Gatorade that is just like the guys maybe who watch like just like the.
But you already have like the little.
I don't have that one anymore. I don't have that. Like the squeeze, like you can't squeeze that because it's stainless steel. But there's something about the Gatorade water bottle that's iconic, and for me to have a really good one, I don't know.
You're just fighting it so hard.
I like that
and
idea
I know,
so much.
I just think you would love this water bottle. I'm telling you, you would love it.
I probably would. But I also love the idea of the Gatorade water bottle working for me.
Yes, but look at what he's done. Like, gotta put it in his little makeshift
showing
sleeve
my
every
creativity
day.
of how to make it work. That's what I've done.
It's just inconvenient. You want
no. Also the inconvenience. Like I've been to Dick's Sporting Goods like 4 times in the past like week and 2 weeks. I'm tired of it.
But I told you I would return it for you. Just tell him I'm right. Tell him I'm right on this one. And we're not the type to like have like a gazillion water bottles. I just want to have one good one.
That would be one. That is one good one. But there are some things that I have to sort through if I'm going to keep it or not.
All right. Well, that's
an Owen.
That does it. Well, I did have one more personal thing, but I feel like that can be a whole topic or episode on its own. Okay. Which should I just leave it there?
Yeah, we'll save it for episode 32.
Maybe we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
All right. I think you should close out because
Okay, yeah, you started it. I'll end it here. Thank you everybody for watching or listening to this latest episode of Couples Coverage. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really helps us out over here. We're so close to 100 subscribers at this point. Don't know the exact number, but let's keep that number growing. If you're someone who listens to the audio version, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, really anywhere you listen to your podcast. So go subscribe to that as well. Social media, Instagram, TikTok. You can find us at Couples Coverage. And don't forget to use that promo code Couples Goals at Owen to save 15% off and to help us a little bit here at Couples Coverage. But that's going to do it for episode 31. We'll be back next week. But until next time, adios.
Bye.